So good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming. We're going to review the K through 5 health and PE. So there is a one-pager of pros and cons. The 3 publishers come off of TA's website, so they're companies that TA recommends. And so we met with 2 of the publishers last week, and as we were going through them, we kind of wrote down pros and cons. Catch we didn't meet with, but they have a demo on their website, and so we just watched that. We want to connect with them personally to see, because they can answer questions that we have during those meetings, so that was kind of beneficial. So that's another step that we have. But you can see the pros and cons listed for each of them, and I'll give you guys a few minutes to read over. So the Great Body Shop we've had in the past, and Coach Cannon, you want to talk about the Great Body Shop?
So the Great Body Shop was just like a foldable like booklet, and it had for like each grade level, so from pre-K to 5th, it had a different subject. Well, it was like on the same subject, but for that grade level. And we had that my first year here, and we would go over it on Tuesdays and then do like a small activity after, and they were able to take it home with them for the parents to also see what we did in PE that day / health. So I thought that one was a really good one, because then parents are also allowed to see exactly what we go over in health that day.
So the that one offers a lot of recommendations for the whole school to get involved, which is kind of a pro and a con in the same time, because if the rest of the school is not on board, then none of that gets done. But it could look very seamless through like the counseling program. There's even like lessons for reading and science and math that go along with the health ones. It's set up so that they would only do it one time a week, and then the rest of the 4 days would be PE time. So convenience is also a benefit. The pamphlets come like the weekly readers, and with the new TEKS, with the parents, needing the parents to be really involved, that had a lot of benefit to it. The next one was Quaver. We haven't used this program in the past. They were on TAA's approved list. So the proclamations that when TA adopts materials, it comes out in a proclamation. And so Quaver was on this list at one point in time, and it's not anymore, because this is it. This is the list. It is 100% aligned. I don't know why they didn't adopt it. It is for PE and health. It kind of integrates it. When we were looking at it, though, it kind of seemed more like it was health with a lot of movement. So it looked more geared towards heavier on the health side. It was also heavier on the technology side, which is a con, because we don't have technology. We're outside mostly there, unless we use the cafeteria, and then over here they're in the old gym, which we can get technology, but the functionality of it, I think, is meant for like kids to either have devices accessible to them where they can use them in small groups, or like a better setup than what we have. The parents and the students get digital access with that one. And then the other one is the Catch program, and they have PE and health. So Catch Health does not include the sex education, which is a big part of the new TEKS. We would have to get an outside vendor, but we are able to do the health PE side if we wanted to, like if we wanted to pair this one with the Great Body Shop, which is kind of the way we're leading, we thought that might be a good fit. So it does have the digital licenses and it does meet all the TEKS for the physical education as well. Do y'all have any thoughts? SHAC has to make a recommendation to the board. That's how it works.
What do the PEs want?
Exactly. We thought that the best thing would be to do the Great Body Shop and the Catch, but the Catch PE part, just the PE, and then the Great Body Shop for the health part.
And you can pick and choose like that?
Mm-hmm.
Parts of
Yeah,
it?
the health and the PE are separate programs.
Yes.
They don't have anything right now for PE or for health, but
Yeah.
they're basically, they have their own resources. So it'd be a good resource for them to have and to pull lessons on and follow.
Not having any, expertise in this field, I would have to defer to her, what they feel is the best, recommendation.
So every
Perfect.
candidate teacher has
So the other one I wanted to just run by you, we did talk about this once before, it has to be on 2 agendas, is this, the proclamation for health for 6th through 12th. And since there's only one publisher, figured we would go with this one. If the publishers aren't on this proclamation, it's harder for schools to get reimbursed for it. So the TEA gives us money for instructional materials when they're on the proclamation. We use like a separate website to order the materials, and the funding goes that way. When they're not on this list, then we pay for it, and then we have to submit something to TEA saying how it's aligned to the TEKS, and then we get reimbursed for it. So it's easier for us to go through the proclamation. It's not saying we can't go off of it, but this is kind of like a safe bet for TEA approves this curriculum. We're going to use instructional material funds for it. So does that sound good with everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll go with the Catch PE, Catch PE, and the Great Body Shop for grades pre-K through 5. Okay, everybody in agreement?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so we will go ahead and put that on, I don't exactly know when, but it'll be on a board meeting night to recommend these resources for the board.